You have this phase where it's just very organic. You're just kind of wandering through the world. And because you've had this spark, things keep lighting up. The outies keep appearing, that phase. And then at some point, I do think it becomes intentional because at some point you say, okay, this idea has legs. I could do something with this idea. And then when it becomes more intentional, then I feel like you sort of move into phase two, which is more the research, where you specifically and purposefully start to look for other people's books or TV shows or nonfiction articles. And that's like the immersive section of time. And that can take as long as it takes. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's long. And then I think the third phase is really the phase where you start purposefully like mind mapping, getting stuff down on paper, whether you use a big whiteboard or you use notebooks or you make lists or you actually physically start putting things, ideas down on paper, trying to get some cohesion. And I think that's the place often that you end up in the Megan's favorite, which I do think is kind of an excuse for her to take a nap, but I didn't say that. But that
It
productive
works.
daydream, it does. And I do more the Maddie version, which is the plant the seed before I go to sleep. And often I'll wake up with an idea, and I think that's a little bit more when the rubber's meeting the road and you've got all these ideas that are starting to click together like little puzzle pieces, but oh, I'm missing a piece over here. And what is that piece? And I think that your subconscious can provide, but it provides because you fed it. I think that's the part that we often miss is that we need to feed our subconscious the material so that it can start to put those ideas together and pop them out into your conscience.